Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing 21 things I have learned in 21 years. The reason that I am doing this video is because in 3 days I'm going to be turning 22. Woo! So every year on my birthday I get very much in my feelings, and this is because 4 years ago now, because I'll be 22, 4 years ago now, I attempted suicide and I was only 18 years old. And looking back on that time, I have so much empathy for myself. I hold so much space for that part of me that felt really broken and desperate and depressed. I feel really grateful to be here, and there's a lot of people that I went to school with, a lot of people my age that are no longer here. Who happen to be in any spot like I was during that time. I'm here to hold the light on the other side and let you know that you're not alone and you will make it through whatever it is, and that we're all so lucky to be here every day that we wake up and we are breathing. So 21 things I learned in 21 years. I hope that this speaks to you guys. This is really just honest. This is okay. Number one, I learned that I am worthy because I am. My mom told me that these don't need explanations, but if I have something to say with it, then I'll say it. I am worthy because I am. A lot of people, a lot of us are living life through an old story, a story that doesn't reflect our truth and who we really are, but instead a story of hurt or of trauma or of negative experiences that we're still holding on to, and we're telling ourselves the old story. And ultimately for me, that created a feeling, a really deep lie, but a deep sense of worthlessness, that I wasn't worthy, that I wasn't worthy of nice things, that I wasn't worthy of good things. But no, there is nothing stopping me from being worthy. There's nothing stopping you from being worthy. You are worthy because you are. Number two, I learned how to be a badass single mom. If you don't know, now you know. Number three, I learned how to nourish myself and my 2-year-old daughter on a vegan diet on food stamps. So I'm just lifting the veil, like saying that you've been on food stamps is not a sexy thing to say, but that's real, and other people have been on food stamps. There is no shame with being on food stamps. There is no shame with any of your experiences that are real, as long as you're being truthful. I think that that's golden. Number four, I think that I learned how to be a great dancer. I took dance a little bit in elementary school, and then in high school I joined a dance club, and I became a captain of the club, and I have joined a dance team. I enjoy taking dance classes, or I guess I could say I enjoyed taking dance classes. There is no dance classes to take. And now I dance on my Snapchat. I dance when no one's watching. I dance every day. I dance in the shower. I dance when I'm doing my makeup. And I took a Zoom class like maybe a couple months into quarantine. But anyways, number five, I learned that I am incredibly resilient. I've been through some really horrific, terrible things, and I think that I don't look like what I've been through, and I know that not everybody can get up as many times as I have, so I know that I am incredibly resilient. Number six, I learned that I could be happy anywhere, and this is something that doesn't like come naturally to us. I think that we like to cling to what's familiar, but being that I have moved around like location wise many times in a short period of time, and you know, sometimes it really rocked me. Sometimes it wasn't a planned situation for me, and I was thrown into a new situation and forced to adapt. And although it didn't feel good or look pretty like I would have hoped, I think that no matter where I was put, I found this sense of happiness because I had to, like, to keep myself going, if that makes sense. So I learned to be happy anywhere. Number seven, I like this one. I learned how to take better care of my skin. So I struggled with really bad acne. Like I like hesitate because I'm like, do I still struggle with acne? I wouldn't say that I like struggle with it so much anymore. I know what causes it and how to take care of it and how to take better care of my skin in general. But anyways, I used to think that using a bunch of products and like basically burning the crap out of my skin was gonna help like dry out all my acne, but I think that I was really irritating my somewhat sensitive skin, and so now I have learned that fewer products that work really great, more on the natural side, are what works for me. I don't know what works for you guys, but that's just What works for me, I feel great about learning how to take better care of my skin. Number 8, I learned how to unapologetically be myself. Another word for this is just confidence. I learned how to be a confident woman, and really, like, to be a confident woman in this world, it's a fight. Like, it's not just like a learning and then mastership. It's like every day you choose yourself. I am always chosen. That's my self-talk. I learned how to talk to myself better. I learned not to let, once again, the old story be my self-talk and let my mind spiral to tell me lies like I wasn't beautiful enough, or I wasn't worthy enough, or I wasn't this enough or that enough. I didn't have this, but I wanted this. No, I am who I am. There is no one like me, and that is my superpower. Number 9, I learned how to keep a house clean with a toddler. It's not easy. I'll just say that. Number 10, I learned that my intuition is always right and to trust my intuition. Growing up, I feel like I was programmed to, or conditioned to believe that like my intuition was wrong and my intuition like wasn't it and I was supposed to do this instead. But no, like in retrospect, my intuition was always right. I always knew. The answers were always inside, and I think the same is true for you. Number 11, 11. I learned that I am always on time. I have struggled with really bad anxiety in the past, and part of my anxiety was just feeling like I had to rush through life and rush through things because I was gonna somehow like miss it or be late to something or not make it. I have learned that the timing is always perfect, the timing is always divine, everything is unfolding exactly how it's supposed to. As cliche as that may sound to you guys, I didn't go into meaning of this tattoo in my tattoo tour, but if you want to watch it, I'll drop it down below. And that's one of the things that this tattoo reminds me is like, I am always on time. A little reminder in my head is Saweetie's lyric, so I take my time because I'm always where I'm supposed to be. You cannot get a hold of me, I'm probably in a soul of me. Always making moves, yeah, that's how I keep my sanity. My team summer, a couple setbacks, bounce back and recover. My clique real small and we making big moves and we headed to the top so we could get a bit of you like. And we could G, let me get some Hennessy. 12. I learned how to manage my crippling anxiety without medication. There is no shame in the game with taking medication. I believed in making informed decisions, not shaming anybody about their decisions, whether to take medication or not. I have tried medication. If you want to know about my experience, then let me know. I know that's something that may help some people, and some people are considering medication during this time because our mental health is a collective. We are struggling. I know that for a fact. Addiction, as a collective, we are struggling. But I used to have crippling anxiety coupled with severe depression that literally made me want to kill myself, and I learned how to manage it. I learned how to manage my anxiety and not let my anxiety manage me, and that's a huge accomplishment that I have learned. Number 13, I learned how to spend time with myself and connect with myself. Not to be confused with being forced to be by yourself and then feeling lonely. Like, I learned the value of spending time with self, recharging. I am someone who needs alone time in order to like flourish, like in any situation, alone or not. Like, it's just, that's what I need at this point in my life. Maybe that could change. No, wait, I don't know. No. Number 14, I learned how to manifest. Number 15, I learned how to do my eyebrows better. Like, if you don't like my eyebrows now, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, but I used to be so terrible at doing my eyebrows, and it took years and years of literal practice to acquire this amount of eyebrow skill now. Number 16, I learned that our parents are only human, and they too are navigating their own shit, and to not take things so personal, because I think that as children, if we have parental wounds, maybe from one parent, maybe from both, maybe a parental wound from not having parents, biological parents, whatever the case may be, we have to know that our parents were only human and doing the best that they could with what they had. And if that didn't meet our standards, that's not about us. That's nothing about our worth, and that has everything to do with them. You are worthy because you are. Number 18, I learned how to sing the alphabet backwards. I know you guys want me to do it, so here we go. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. I learned that most times addiction in any form stems from some sort of trauma. 20, I learned to make everything a teachable moment. I think that through the shittiest situations, through the worst of people, I still found something to grasp, some knowledge to obtain from that situation that was going to help me carry on and move forward. Number 21, I learned to live with intention. I no longer am waking up and just like letting life happen to me. I want to live life on my terms, not on life's terms like people like to say. I know when I wake up what I am here to do. Part of that is being here with you guys and just sharing a bit of my story through these 21 things that I have learned. And I hope that it spoke to you guys in some way. And if not, I hope that it was just a little bit entertaining. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. For my last video, if you guys missed it, I did a 5 big goals that I am claiming in 2021. So if you guys want to know what 5 big goals that I share on there for the next coming year, it's a pretty good one, I'm not gonna lie. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and hit those post notifications if you don't want to miss my next video. Bye guys.